Libra, love and light to you here. Welcome to your Mercury Retrograde A. Okay, I'm not just gonna say, I'm not gonna leave it as a question mark there. All right, no. This is an A. I'm hearing an A and an A only. I'm hearing that is the standard. That's what we're going for, and we're gonna make it happen. I'm hearing that specifically. We were right off the bat for you. Okay, you're confident about something, or rather, you are determined. Okay, as well. The star falling on the ground here. I'm seeing that there's something you want to present. You feel like you have to make something up, though, to someone. I'm not sure whether that's the your Father Wands upright. You're wondering. I'm hearing, are they interested? The Father Wands upright, mirror in the Chariot. See, I'm seeing the Empress. There's something that perhaps you feel you haven't acted on. I'm hearing exactly. I'm hearing directly enough. Perhaps in the past, it's something that perhaps you feel, I wasn't vulnerable there. No. I'm hearing, I was not. I'm hearing really... I'm hearing hitting the valleys. I'm hearing the notes. I'm hearing and the peaks both. Like for a number of you, perhaps like there was a space of avoidance. I'm hearing that specifically here with the Empress in reverse, mirroring the Hermit in reverse. Okay, and so for a number of you, this was a matter of feeling like it was also like something you needed to be perfect, especially if you're dealing with a Virgo. If you got Virgo in your chart, someone maybe like didn't bring something out yet, didn't announce something yet because they felt like it wasn't properly evaluated enough. I'm hearing that as well. Like maybe they felt like there were certain details to the space, also to the experience that they needed to perfectly understand. Okay, like perfectly understand. And it was something perhaps that they were actually to relay, to recite to you, to say physically. I'm hearing physically, interesting. That they perhaps felt they weren't ready to. All right, like for a number of you, this is about vulnerability. All right, the feeling that if I say this, I need to sing it. And if I need to sing it, that means I need to be comfortable. I'm hearing, seeing where that also leads me. Yep, here we go with the Six of Cups. For a number of you, soulmate connection, big time. And to say it in this way, this energy came through, I believe it was in the Pisces reading, even the Leo reading? Did I do the Leo reading? Yeah. It's like a matter of like when I present this, I know inherently that there will be a reaction to it. Okay, like if I express my interest, then they will express their interest back, and then that will be like a certain. I'm hearing also experience in and of itself. Here comes the Devil. Like for a number of you, you've been really reluctant. I'm hearing hesitant. Okay, to saying what you really feel. I'm not sure what that's about, but it was a matter of perfection for a number of you. I'm feeling heat growing. Like I'm hearing, I can't take it. I have to do it. I'm hearing, I have to say it. The Devil here mirroring the Strength card in reverse, and it's a lot. I'm hearing it's a lot of pressure. I'm hearing as well. Okay, Libra. Now let's get into it and see what comes through. Let's gather the cards for you, Libra. Mercury retrograde is a time where things can kind of come up from the past, right? We're in that state of sort of review, rewind, particularly to clarify, right? Also our intentions. And there could be a space in which you feel like I want to make my intentions really clear. I want them to know that I'm also making a proposal. I'm hearing to them, like you don't want someone to feel like you're not interested. I'm hearing that as well. But my gosh, do you feel kind of weird about this? I'm hearing like specifically you feel perhaps that you haven't had the chance to really honor. I'm hearing your own like decisions. I'm hearing your own desire as well. Like you feel perhaps like you've left someone hanging. I'm hearing it's confusing. The Fool here mirroring the Father of Wands. It can also be your own energy with yourself, where you're like, I haven't brought myself to the stage quite yet of announcing this. Position. I'm hearing title, and you have here the Father of Swords, the Five of Wands. Something you really want. You're super interested in it, but it's perhaps even a matter of clarifying what feels to be sort of complex. Okay, there could be a focus on the number 5 as well here. The Ace of Cups right over the Mother of Wands. Okay, now the Judgment card and the High Priest can be dealing with the the Empress, the Hermit. My God, how many cards here are Major Arcana? Oh, I said cards, Major Arcana. Coming through the Lovers here as well. The Hermit, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Judgment card, a string of Major Arcana. For a number of you, you feel like you're making a really big decision, and it has to do with you acknowledging what you really want, what you really feel. It has to do with your vision, and I'm hearing it's been a matter of like testing your own theory a little bit, Libra, perhaps, like where you're like, I want it, but you know, okay, let me take that into the lab and work on it a little bit more. I'm hearing a little longer as well. The Six of Pentacles, like this may have to do with how you feel you are actually able to represent or even present or support a space. The Devil mirroring the Six of Pentacles. I'm hearing I'm not good enough yet. I'm hearing that, so I don't know what that's alluding to. Perhaps it's even academic for a number of you. It's something scholastic related to school. I'm hearing review. Now, again, you could be dealing with the Pisces. They are super, I'm hearing, pretty in your eyes. I don't know what that's alluding to. You feel like they're, and they could have like Pisces, Aries as well in their chart. They may have also Venus in Aries. I'm hearing in the 6th house. I'm hearing that specifically. I'm hearing they're great with children. I'm hearing they are also really hard to catch. I'm hearing chase specifically. Like there's something of a dynamic that is kind of like a little, I'm hearing a little different. I'm hearing like there's tension, but then there's attraction. There's like pushing and then there's pulling. It's like at the same time. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like there's something of a space where it's like we feel like they are inviting us, but then they're like pushing us back. That could be a perception specifically. Like maybe someone's just also like, they look at someone and they're like, I think that they're like, they're wondering if they're imagining that someone's interested in them. I don't know what that's alluding to. Maybe they look at them, they're like, I think they're too good for me. I'm hearing as well. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. I'm gonna take it as you will. Now, it could be in the way of someone also maybe comes off as like somebody feels like they can't read someone. Okay, they're like, I don't get it. This person like looking at them and they're like looking at someone in the corner of a room and they're like maybe even telling their friend, they're like, look, see, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, is that supposed to mean that you're interested in me? Like the way that she's like moving like that, like is that, or I don't get it. And I'm seeing another person, daughter comes coming through, like they are a super emotional, expressive person specifically. Okay, like someone maybe even is like, I don't know, there's something physical, the way that they're physically moving around you, like you feel something there. The Chariot, oh my, it turns you on, baby, like no other. But there's also this question of like, someone's questioning, okay, their own questions. Like in their mind, they're like, why am I feeling like she's doing that for me? I'm hearing that, I don't know what that's alluding to. Like someone is wondering, like, they're getting inside their head. Again, they feel like they can't read someone's actions. They don't know if they are actually, I'm hearing like, approaching them or not. Like it's so weird. I'm seeing someone walks up to someone and there's a Son of Cups. Yeah, oh my god, so much nervousness. They're like, I don't know. And the Magician coming through right here with the Son of Cups, like, don't worry. I'm hearing, bro, don't worry. The Magician's looking at the Son of Cups, like, it could be someone with their friend again. And their friend is like, they look at them and they're like, she's obviously shaking her hair like that. I'm hearing because of you. I don't know what that's alluding to. So I was like, I swear, I'm hearing she's doing it for me. I don't know what that's alluding to, okay? It's even someone like on stage and they're like giving something, I don't know. Anyways, Aries. And so the Magician, Libra, I said Aries? Okay, take it as you will. Now, the Magician here in the Son of Cups, like, yeah, someone could have a lot of Aries in their chart. Now there's something here where you're like, I don't know, I'm hearing, does she want me? Like, I'm hearing, I'm hearing, like lovers do. Like, someone's wondering, they feel unable. Yeah, they're unable to kind of pinpoint the degree of this attraction in the other person's eyes. Like, they're wondering, but not because they do, but because they are a thinker. Okay, and the Four of Cups coming through, like, someone gets in their head. They ask questions because they can. They could have a lot of water on their chart. They may have a moon in an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, moon in Aquarius, moon in Gemini, I'm hearing also in Aries, perhaps in the 3rd house, I'm hearing specifically, like in a water house, I'm hearing as well. They may have this tendency to kind of like talk about, I'm hearing ad nauseum, the theory space. I'm hearing as well, like they have this degree or ability with which, and it is an ability, right? But to the degree, the ability of analyzing something, like emotional as well, where it's like they look at the way someone moves or the way someone acts, and and then they have like a complete announcement about that, and they're like, everyone, what do you think that meant? Like the fact that she like shared also that bit of news, I'm hearing that bit of skin over there, over here. Did you think that was like also that within the context of that? And I'm seeing people in the room are like, I'm hearing Richard. I'm hearing you're way too into this. I'm hearing specifically the Strength card in reverse, like way too into the storyline here. I'm hearing bit by bit. I'm hearing piece of news by piece of news. I'm seeing someone's like, look, you don't watch the news and think this is the only announcement that will ever be made. I'm hearing on behalf of this one character, like it's not like that. I'm hearing specifically someone's like encouraging you like to kind of think about things within the context of not what you can think about them. Interesting, but like kind of like, okay, I'm hearing I'm hearing Esperanza. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like I'm hearing also where we are. Oh, it's right. Yeah, so someone's like kind of feeling like maybe even their friend is getting way too tensed up about whatever this also proposal is that they want to make, like, but it's not the proposal itself, it's how the person feels in the space of proposing it that is the like issue. I'm hearing specifically that they kind of make in their mind. And so what I'm getting is that there is a movie, I'm hearing specifically scene that someone has in mind, like, and it is sustainably that maybe they have an expectation like for themselves of how they would accommodate this, also this vision that they have, this dream. The Empress and the Strength card, there is so much gosh darn attraction that could really just be this, that it's so strong. I'm hearing it is so magnetic that they almost feel like they are I'm hearing made for each other, quite literally. But it's interesting because I'm seeing that there are two sides of that coin. Like, I'm made for you and you're made for me, so who is it that we actually I'm hearing see ourselves as? And maybe someone feels like they have some sort of loss, they're not able to see themselves clearly in this space. It could be perceptive. It's like when I try to perhaps even logically think about who I am in this space, I completely lose touch with it because it's not something logical. I'm hearing I feel that we are connected because it's an emotional thing. So when I think about how I present myself to you physically or logically, I'm hearing verbally, I lose my lines. I'm hearing that like I lose my letter in my hand. I'm hearing as well. So for a number of you, you feel like I'm not even able, someone perhaps feels like they're not able to identify with a certain space when they start to think about it, like about how they will do it. Yeah, and so for a number of you, maybe someone just feels like what in the world is this person doing? Oh my gosh, I was so confused for a second. Someone has like a dog, and I think the dog is rather cold. So the dog is like jumping around, and the person is like looking down at the dog with the leash. They're like, what? The dog is super cold. Little Frenchie. And this person just picked him up and like is now walking off. So anyways, okay, so there's something that like, yeah, it's like sometimes we need to be vulnerable, right? Like it's weird because I was looking at this woman and she was like pulling the leash, but like the dog was looking up at her like, can you pick me up? But the woman was like walking around in circles, like it almost, there was this vibe of like, it's not my dog. I don't know what that's like. I don't know how to handle this situation. Like I don't know how to react. Like it's like the baby's crying. I'm hearing, what do I do? Cry with it? I don't know how to handle the situation. Like I don't know what that's alluding to. Oh my. Yeah, so it's like I'm seeing like, but then finally she looked at the dog like after like 3 minutes of it circling around her like that, and she was kind of like looking down and like turning with the dog, like she didn't know how to talk to the dog. I'm hearing as well, and then she picked him up, and she was like, and then when she picked him up, she was like hugging him and kissing him. So it was almost like, it was interesting. It's like once she gave into the reaction, right? Once she kind of like said, oh, you know what? I think it wants me to hold it. I'm going to hug it. Okay, would you go? Okay, then we can get along. I'm hearing that we can get on our day. I'm hearing as well. So yeah, there's something of like, whatever was awkward, I'm seeing emerald green here. Like it really was a matter of honesty. I'm hearing emotional vulnerability. Like maybe someone like their natural inclination was like, I want to hold the baby. But when the baby's, it's like this. Like someone is holding this baby and they're like, I want, my natural reaction, I'm hearing, I want to hold the baby. I want to cuddle it. I want to kiss it. I want to, okay, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like they start asking themselves this question of like, when the baby starts crying or something like that, they start asking themselves like, what do I do? I'm hearing, what do I do? I'm seeing like lights here. I'm hearing, they're like, what do I do? Like, when it comes to the point of making the decision, they start, or when it also comes to the point of discussing it, or directly addressing it as like a thing to do rather than a reaction that's natural, then they start to describe it in ways of like, well, the baby is, what's happening right now? Okay, let me analyze it. I could do it. Okay, baby's crying. All right, the baby keeps crying. Okay, it's been crying for like 5 hours, and I'm seeing like, Jesus, I'm seeing like, it's like metaphorical, right? But maybe there is this feeling of like, someone feels like there is a state of discomfort or something that is just uncomfortable, and they're like, how do I address this? How do I handle this? I'm hearing, what is the solution? I'm seeing these two people on these scooters with like green wheels. I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like lime green. And they're like, hold on. I'm hearing specifically, I don't know what that's about. Anyways, yep, here comes the Ace of Swords upright, Son of Cups in reverse, and I saw this, I'm like, come on, is upright yet? Upright? Oh, come on, the Daughter of Cups, she's waiting, Daughter of Cups and the Son of Cups. It's like, you know, so there's somewhat of this space of like, someone's psyching themselves out, all right, plain and simple. They're looking at the situation, they're like, well, naturally, what would I want? I'm seeing someone maybe actually asking them, like, Timothy, I'm hearing Thomas, Richard, I'm hearing, tell me, what do you naturally think you should do in the situation? And I'm seeing this person like, well, naturally, if you're asking me naturally, my natural reaction would be to say, I love you. I'm like, okay. And then this person like reacts and they're like, okay, so you would naturally want to say, I love you. So then why aren't you saying that? And I'm seeing like this person like looks back at them and they're like, well, because I don't know if like, she is, you know, being, just shy, or if she's kind of sheltering her heart from me, if she's sure of also me and her interest in me, like, I don't know, maybe someone feels like, is it something that the other person also wants to share? And so it's interesting because I'm seeing like there's so much question. All right, now if somebody feels like I love you, right, I feel like I have this emotion for you, it's an honesty, right, that they want to express, an honesty of emotion. And so how can that kind of like reflect something that is wrong in a certain way? I was taken to, well, no, I'm not saying anything in particular, always you make your decisions, dear Libra, right? But someone may be getting to the point where they're like, if I want to dance, I'm going to dance. If I want to do this, I want to do this. It's my moment. I'm hearing it's my emotion. I want to own it. And it's funny because there's this guy, he's dancing and people are taking like pictures of him. But it looks like he had his friends like take this picture for him. I don't know what. And he's like dancing. And so anyways, it's like, even if maybe someone feels awkward about being kind of expressive, like maybe they feel like, not super, but they feel like, if I'm, well, not because of what it is, but because of what it kind of, I'm hearing invents, okay, as they fear it. Like they feel like, am I going to create if I say I love you, is that going to create some sort of expectation of a reaction for this other person that then it's like on me, like I created that space. Like somebody doesn't want to feel like they have also pushed someone into a space, like, oh, I tell you I like you, so it's like I create this image in the sky and you somehow also have to imagine it. Like somebody doesn't want to get to that. That's their fear. That's their perspective. They feel like, oh my, if I were to announce this, if I were to present this, it would be a I'm hearing it would potentially be a problem. I'm hearing like it could be also like a possibility. I'm hearing that they actually didn't see. I don't know what. Anyway, so I'm saying it's a matter of like kind of faith here. It's strength card coming through. Right. I'm hearing the Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm hearing it's time. Let's say it. Thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. Enjoy this period. Thank you so much for connecting. Again, you got the Ace of Swords leading out, mirroring the Lovers. And the Empress, for a number of you, again, it's like, is this my emotion? Is this theirs? At the end of the day, I want to make. I'm hearing peace with my desire. Love and light to you. Bye.